Hey, Andrew and Jerry are waiting on me right here in the cabin. Now, how do I get there? Hey! How you doing? Things first, I had to say hi to Andrew. So, look at this beautiful space. Like I've seen the fountains out there before, but definitely cool. But then you've got this entire living room space here. It's really nice. Lots of space. So there's actually kind of two beds, two pull-out beds. So they pull out. Can you put stuff underneath them too?
I don't think so.
Okay, so that's just made for you to do that. But then you can pull down the mattresses there. There is this loft, and we discussed that I could maybe pull, because I have a mattress in the back of my car for car sleeping. I could pull a mattress up there, but there's not a lot of space. We'll go check that out in just a second here. Nothing back there, huh? Just for maintenance. You've got some space for storage to go. And then you've got a big, it's kind of like a tiny house. Like the whole place is just kind of like a tiny house. Like, this is cool. Nice little bathroom. And then you have a full kitchenette here. Just a tiny little refrigerator. And then you've got a microwave and coffee makers. Although one of those is probably yours, right?
What's that?
Coffee maker's yours?
Yeah, the Keurig mine, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, because he brought that last year too. And then you got the back room. This is Jerry's room. Jerry's the big dog. He's not here yet. Nicely decorated. And then each space has its own TV.
Yeah, that's nice that there's two TVs.
Yeah.
Especially when you got kids with you.
And some storage areas. Little kitchenette, dining area also. It really does have like a nice entrance. And then we'll go upstairs and look in the loft. If you've got kids, I'm sure they'd absolutely love this. Oh, man. Oh, so I just went roller skating and I bruised my butt. So doing this hurts. Yeah. I'm so old, Andrew.
Yeah, this will make you feel every bit of pain.
Okay, yeah, so again, like kids probably would love this, but I don't.
I can just picture someone waking up in the middle of the night and like,
Yeah. Oh, no, I mean, honestly, as far as like the amount of space, you
I'd
can lay
wake up
down.
and like, I'd go to sit up and take a drink of water and be like,
Sitting up isn't that bad. If you look at me, yeah. If you're on a mattress, yeah, you're gonna like probably sleeping bag.
And I was just like, I don't know how this works.
Probably sleeping bag's better on here
Yeah.
than actually having a full mattress. But yeah,
I mean, if you got young kids.
yeah, but kids would love it.
Here, yeah, they'd roll.
Eva would die. She'd love it. She'd be like, I can put my water on that, and I'll put all my stuffed animals that I buy over the week over here. Like, you got this little alcove, so you could even have like one kid here, one kid over here.
Yeah,
they wouldn't even have to be right next to each other. Be nice. Not nice for adults, but it'd be nice. Nice for kids. Yeah. We could throw the stuffed animals we buy this week up here too.
Yeah, that's about it.
We'll only be here. We'll only be here for one day though, right?
Yeah, this is only tonight.
Just tonight.
Yeah, and then we go back to the water park view room there.
Water park view room, like last year,
Yeah.
where you saw the aliens apparently.
You never know, it might be back.
Not for me, I'll be asleep. The flies out here are really bad. So it is fly season, May fly season. Oh, like right there, you see them. Yep. So it is May fly season. You're gonna have a lot of that all around here. But it is a picturesque area. Like, I like it a lot. It's a nice area to have. Jerry! Hey! Oh, he almost took off his shirt. Yay! Now, there is no room service here. This is why we have extra toilet paper. This is why there's extra toilet paper here. That's why there's other cabinets also throughout the area that are going to have extra toilet paper, because they don't room service things. Now, you can go get things from up the front if you need it, but you need to have the supplies that you need while you're here. Now, again, you can go up to the front and get it. You don't need to bring toilet paper with you, but that way then you know that you have what you need each time. So there are extras throughout this place for you to be able to have. Now, I am going to take you down to the front desk to show you guys where you get all the things. There's also like a little store too, but this is more of like a camping experience. It's not a hotel, more of like a RV kind of an experience, staying at these places. Just like if you actually stayed at the RVs, because there are RVs around here where you just RV plots where you can stay. I've never stayed in those yet. Maybe someday. We'll see what happens. Let's go.
They got charcoal. They got wood for a fire. So it's very much like a camping experience here.
Yeah, some of the different places do have fires. This just has a charcoal
which
pit.
they said you could light a fire in the charcoal pit. They don't care.
Yeah. So you could have a fire, or you could have some sort of a way to make food if you wanted to do that also. Now out here there's a spot to be able to eat, and you can also like cook hot dogs or you can also cook like hot dogs or hamburgers, things like that out here too. Let's go for a walk up to the front. We'll see what this place is actually like. I already showed you guys the beautiful scenery that's around here. I do really think this is cool, although some of it is pretty stagnant. It almost needs more of a fountain or something like that could help keep the mosquitoes away, because that's really going to be a breeding ground for mosquitoes, and because of that, or other bugs, and because of that, there are a lot of bugs around here. Now out here, this is where the RV plots are. I have heard before that there's like very specific RVs, like it has to be like an RV like this, but obviously that's not true, because that's not an RV like that. And here we have a micro. So there they have like a truck, back of the truck, kind of a little situation also. So there are a lot of different options, but as you can see right over here, they have a fire going on too. So there are some like fire plots where you can actually have a bonfire and stuff like that too. Just these wooden cabins are not like that. Now right here is the front desk, and there's also a store here where you can get some things that you may need if you're staying here at Lighthouse. Right here is where you'll get things taken care of for you when you first come in. The ladies are standing here. They're just out of frame of picture because I gave them a little bit of leeway. Don't worry though, they are always there to serve you very quickly and to help you out as you need it. They also have a ready station here too, where you can turn your cash into card, because this is a card only area. But inside here you can get all kinds of things that you may need while you're camping, whether you are camping with your camper or you are camping in one of the tiny houses like we are right now. So there's all kinds of permanent red Solo cups. You've got different kinds of spray bottles or sunscreens, different types of cutlery or plates also that you can use. Things to grill with, things to barbecue with. You've got bags of charcoal, you've got sleeping bags, pretty much anything that you may need for like a fire or while you're camping. Drainage hose for a camper for you, and then of course you've also got some goods, things that you may need during your day. You even can get Cedar Point Monopoly, board games, and other things that are fun for you and your crew to do while you're here also. So there's a lot of fun stuff that you can do. and down to a little bit of merchandise, and then you can also buy your alcohol over here if you want to get some cold alcohol. You can also get cases of alcohol over here if you wanted to do that, or your breakfast goods. Now, right down here, there is a bus that you can catch, and there are a couple different places where you can catch that bus here, and that shuttle will take you to the front of the park also in case the RV that you are staying in doesn't have proper hookups or anything like that. You can also actually have a place to go to the bathroom and to take showers too here at Lighthouse Point. So even if your RV may look perfect, it may be 100% approved, but for one reason or another, your plumbing doesn't work, or it just was faulty for that day or whatever, you still have a form of recourse here at the park. These different bathrooms are free. You can use them as you need to. Here's a plot. Some of them have fire pits, and some of them basically only have what we have, which is a table and then a charcoal grill. Usually refuse to film in bathrooms, but there is nobody in this one, so I'm going to show you what's actually in here. You do have shower stalls you can go to. Place to brush your teeth, all that kind of stuff. Quick, simple, let's get out of here. Also, dogs can be back here, so if you take your dog out for a walk, you have places where you can clean up after them here at the RV park. Sharon is so sweet. Sharon just talked to me here. She told me that you can come on here and they will pick you up here. They'll pick you up at the pool. They'll pick you up at the bathrooms, because basically there's a telephone where you can call. This seems like maybe it's the main area where they'll pick you up. We're in the Lighthouse parking lot. The main parking lot right over there is the Lighthouse Point, the place where they have the front desk and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to come here, that's a great place, but there's also phones at the different public bathrooms, and there's also phones at the pool where you can say, hey, I need to be picked up, and then they'll take you into the park from that point. So definitely cool, very handy. And like I said, Sharon was very, very sweet. So I asked her if it was okay if I name dropped her. So anyway, we're going to go find one more fun thing about Lighthouse Point here. And let's go. Sounds like even if you just saw them driving through and you were like, hey, can we get a ride? You know, they'd stop for you. Even if it's right outside of your room, they don't seem to be particularly worried about how you do it, just as long as they can come pick you up and help you out. It's just pretty cool. You do get a great view of Steel Vengeance from here. Okay, and right here by the pool, there are awnings, also where you can wait for buses and also go to the pool. I have plans to check that out tomorrow. There's also a splash pad and this really cool historic lighthouse, for which Lighthouse Point is actually named. And it does have like a full history behind it. Now watch for the flag. The flag right here is how you know that we're getting to a port. So that's what we're going to go check out right now.
Oh yeah, put me on your YouTube. You're not another guy, ain't you?
Yeah.
That's not just, it's not another guy. Dude,
Hey,
I watch your fucking videos
what's
all
up?
the time. I'm the Eminem. I'm the Pip Novinsky on YouTube. I like and I comment on your videos all the time.
Wait, what's it called on YouTube?
Pip Novinsky.
Oh,
Dirk
awesome.
Novinsky, Pip
Yeah.
Novinsky. Yeah.
Okay,
I
awesome.
follow your videos. That's not a normal guy. He was here with his friend riding the rides a couple weeks ago.
You got a lot of views.
Yeah.
Right over here is the pool. Just saw a super nice guy. Thank you so much for saying hi to me. But yeah, you've got a pool and a hot tub right here. And then over here to the right, you have a pier. You can go hang out here on the pier. I'm sure the bugs are gonna be absolutely horrendous, but so again, look for the flags. The flags are what's really gonna tell you that this is where the pier is. And also, if you ever do ride the ferries in and out of Puddin Bay to Sandusky, you're gonna see this pier out there also. At this point, it's really nothing more than just a fishing pier, but this is a cool place to go hang out. Come out here, sit with some friends, look at Sandusky across the way, or you can also see a lot of Cedar Point from here also. Actually, out here the wind is good enough that the bugs aren't crazy, so I think the bugs are the worst inside the area where there's that stagnant water. That's where it really gets bad, because the wind's not bad. It's perfect location for them to really breed and do some damage. And then over here to the right of the splash pad, that's where those aforementioned bathrooms slash other things are too. And you can see the little phone booth that they have right over there where you can call for a cab if you want to get one. Not really a cab, for a shuttle to take you up to the front. I'm so thankful to Andrew for providing this for us. It's going to be really fun to be able to hang out with them anyway, Andrew and Jerry, throughout this week. But this was actually provided by Andrew, so I do definitely want to say thank you. Also, thank you to all of my Patreon supporters and members of the channel. You guys really make this channel keep functioning, so thank you so much. But a special thank you to Nikki, who is a very special supporter at the Wake the Dead tier. If you want your name dropped on this channel, go check out the Wake the Dead tier. I do that at every video, or at least I try to in every single video. Thank you so much, Nikki, for supporting the channel, and let's keep going. These ones have some really cool balconies that go right up to the lake. Man, that would be such a cool place. Hang out there, and the wind would probably keep the bugs down mostly, which would be pretty fun, because it's not like a beach where the wind dies down a little bit. It's actually like a drop off, and then you just have all of that, all the waves pounding the rocks in front of you. Morning, everybody. How are y'all doing? We are hanging out here. I'll show you guys kind of how big the beds are when they're fully taken out. We've got quite a bit of space here. And then we've had some breakfast. We've made a mess of the place, but I want you guys to see what it's kind of like when it's lived in. So we've got some copyrighted music going on. I'm gonna have to lose my copyright. We've got these are basically like, would you say like twin beds? Twin bed size? Yeah. Each one of them is there. So Andrew had one, I had the other one. They were actually pretty comfortable. What do you think?
Right?
Was it terrible?
It's pretty stiff, but I like a stiff bed. So it wasn't bad.
It was a little bit, more firm. Yeah. Firm, it didn't bother me though, as far as firmness goes. And I feel pretty rested this morning too.
Not bad.
Andrew did get upstairs at one point. Yeah, I think he did better going upstairs than I did yesterday.
Because I'm small.
Are you calling me fat?
Large.
Large. There's a difference. And then of course we've got Jerry's bedroom also. It's kind of just the same thing as yesterday, but it's a little bit more lived in today. Before I hit the pool and early park entry this morning, I did want to try out the shower. We'll see what this is actually like this morning also. It's a little room, like you could, like, I don't have a lot of space between my head, but that is kind of the same with everything in here because it's all about tiny living. It is cabin living, it's small. It seems like, I mean, like these are 2x4s, like your like high school gym shop could have made it. And that's not me knocking this place even, like that is what tiny living is kind of about. So that's kind of the way everything is, but like you can hear how like, that's not very, that's not very solid construction. But again, that's kind of the point. So it's thinner, it's smaller, made to maximize how much space you have in every part of this place because it is very, very small. As you guys saw upstairs, like the loft area is very, very little amounts of space up there. So, but still, you have a nice full-size bathroom here, even though it is a little bit smaller than your like average size of a bathroom that you would normally have. Now in here we have soap, 2 different types of soap, Citrus Nourish and then Citrus Refresh, and they one is body wash and the other is conditioner. It looks like there would normally be another one also, probably for our hair, but it is gone. So I'm not sure what happened with that, but that's maybe a little bit of an issue in here also. On top of that, you have a small sink, and you do have some soaps, again, that come with it, all the same type of soap out here. It is nice that there's this extra little bit, this extra little shelf over here too. That's nice for a little bit of additional storage. There's not much here to store things on, but you do have a little bit over here. All right. Ooh. Some hot water. Now you can really see, like, I'm right here by the ceiling. Not a ton of space, but enough space for me. Now, if you're taller than I am, you're really gonna have some problems. I'm only 5'9". If you're 6'3", you know, or taller than that, you're gonna really have some difficulty fitting into here. Also, it is like this is way down. So even for me at 5'9", I've got to go way underneath it. So again, taller than me, you're going to be crouching for this entire time. Something to keep in mind for staying here. Water pressure is good. Heat is good. So both of those things are nice inside this little space. Again, the worst part is that there just is not much space. It is also a tub, so you can bathe your kids if you need to. And this place has plenty of space for your kids also. I mean, you could fit 3 kids up in the loft alone, let alone the 2 couches that you have. So if you're mom and dad, you could have 5 kids, or you could have a couple other people hanging out with you. Also here, without really any issue at these cabins. Not a hard thing to be able to split among like a family or 2 and have something really fun. I mean, you could squeeze and fit 4 or 5 kids upstairs even if you wanted to. So it just gives you a lot of space. But yeah, definitely good for families to be able to wash up their kids after they've been playing on the beach and stuff like that also. Though, I will say that's disgusting. I'm here to be honest though, and not to flatter, not necessarily to flatter. I'm all for flattery if flattery is called for. At least with that, it's not like it's something in a refrigerator where you're going to be eating it. It's just something that's going to go on your body, and it's going to be with soap, which means that soap is going to wash off your body also, so it would wash off, presumably, any of that mold and gunk that's there. It's just, you know. This Citrus Refresh soap is really good. It smells like oranges, and it looks like oranges too, so definitely nice. It's just a nice little orange liquid that comes out, and then now it's time to wipe off. It is a little bit hard to wipe off too. Even just to get it down onto my chest, it's like, it's hard to get it out. So, but that's just what happens in a tiny house situation. Still a nice place for multiple people to stay, and I've never stayed here before, so it's definitely cool to be able to experience this experience for myself and see what this place is like. And then the towels are nice for drying off. Not too soft, not too coarse. They're good. This thing is fogging up like crazy. Definitely a nice place. There are some limitations to it, but those limitations are to be expected with a tiny house. Also, it's more of a camping experience, so come with your expectations set for that kind of stuff, but you have great access to the beach, to the pool, to the rest of Cedar Point, and we'll show you that this morning, so let's go. Now, if you would like to get changed into your bathing suit from over here, you can come over here. This is a little bathhouse, and I think they also have some laundry here too that you can use. Yeah, right here, this is all laundry. Which is pretty nice, especially if you have an RV and you've been traveling for a while and just made a trip here at Cedar Point. You can stop here and do laundry. Come through these doors though, and you get some little smaller bathrooms. These are like shower house bathrooms, individual. Like I said, usually I won't film in a bathroom at all, but if it's just me in the bathroom, I feel like that's a little bit more fair game. All right, now here is the pool. It's a small pool, a little sunbathing area with a little bit of shade. You can watch as Steel Vengeance goes over the hill. And then you've got a little hot tub area over here. You also have the historic lighthouse. I love it. I wish I could see inside that lighthouse so bad. And there's an open window. Oh, let me in. I love places like that. This is a tiny, tiny hot tub. I don't know that I've ever seen a hot tub this small, actually. Especially not one of these places. There is a kid's splash pad also, but I've never seen that open so far. It looks fun. I'm just surprised I haven't seen it actually be open before. And then there's also a spot for buses to come and pick you up over here. If you wanted to, like I mentioned last night, you can use that with the phones over across the way. So, but yeah, it's a nice little spot. Definitely a nice place to be able to come and swim if you're staying here at Lighthouse Point. Now we're gonna try this out. Ooh. Oh, it's warm. It's also kind of a coolish day. That's probably why it's not a very full day here in the hot tub too, because it's colder. And I'm not sure I want to actually swim. I wasn't sure that I even wanted to do the hot tub, but this does feel awfully nice. Sit here and watch Steel Vengeance go up and over and over and over again. Oh man, this hot tub has felt so good. I've loved being able to be here. Definitely a nice place to be able to hang out. But I think it is time for me to go check out the park and go hang out with the guys both there and at Hotel Breakers now, which is where we're staying from now on. So let's go. Then out here we have the gate, and there's actually a place where you can wash off too. So you could wash off like if you've just been to the beach and now you're coming to the pool with your family. So that about does it for our Lighthouse Point review. Let me know what you guys think about this place. Is this a place where you would like to stay? Does it have the amenities that you're looking for? And have you stayed here before? I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Please let me know what your experiences and stories are, and if you'd like to stay here someday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's go. Hey, thanks for watching. I release theme park related videos at least a couple times a week, so press that subscribe button if you made it this far. Also, check out similar videos in the playlist to the right or find my newest video to the left. Thanks again, and let's go!